y'all, what's up? It's Say Yes to Jess. On Monday, I had a meeting with my VIP team and we went over some potential setups that could be good. All are doing great. They're all in profit with the exception of one. We're still just sitting on our hands and waiting. So I wanted to show you the before and afters. This is something that I do with my students. I don't exactly give out signals, but I do kind of help them with the education process and show them what to look for and if the market is still trending and what to look for when it reverses. And it just helps them so that they can go ahead and make some money on the side while they're learning. So let's get to it.
I had did an analysis webinar for the team, letting them know what to look for a buy and a sell with certain pairs that we mostly trade. Okay. The first thing was the dollar. I was looking for, and let me just make sure I share this. For long term, for a swing setup, I was looking for a pullback to occur, a little bit down, hoping that I would get maybe like a double bottom and then a push up. Or for me to see a long-term sell, I would need to see the previous low broken and retested. I also included an intraday opportunity where I identified where it could stop at, and that was around 103.198. So I did notice that while I was trading it during that time frame, that it was unable to get to the 103.198 area, which was kind of like down here. However, it was creating a support in this area at the moment right here. So once I started to identify that, I knew that it was unable to go down. And as you can see, it was a lot of consolidation. It was very ugly, in my opinion. However, and let me just go to the 4 hour, our TP did get touched, which was really nice. And we are moving along to our second take profit. I am a fib trader, so what you see are my fib levels. So right now we're just waiting to see how the candle closes today, but that was a really nice move altogether I would say from this candle here, because this was the confirmation candle. We are up about 125, well, in this case, it'd be $125. So it's not a bad thing. 125 points, which is really, really good as far as pip counts. Okay. The next trade that was provided was AJ, and this is again the before. And I basically told them what to look for. There was a head and shoulders forming here on the daily time frame. So what I was looking for the confirmation of that head and shoulders pattern is I wanted to see this level broken and essentially see a lower high being formed. Once that was done, then I would know that we're going to get some bearish momentum down. So if we go to my charts now and we look at AJ, you can see again, here's my trade idea. And it was a perfect retest to that monthly number that I had identified right here, 90,991. Delete these other ones. And obviously there was a nice rejection here. There was a small retest prior, but I knew that I was looking for something better. I wanted more validation, and I was observing this on the daily time frame. So once I saw the doji was not convincing because it was at a level of support, and typically a doji indicates some type of reversal or a pullback that's going to occur. So when I was able to see that close of the candle, I knew that there was going to be a bigger pullback. And it did. It pulled back, and it actually pulled back slightly to previous market structure. And again, this is something that's in my free course that's taught. So once that candle closed, our entry opportunity was around here. If you did not take advantage right here, some accounts may have not been able to handle this drawdown of 80 pips or could have gotten stopped out. So that was definitely a stop hunt. So the next candle here, we got us in profit. Now we're currently about 264 pips in profit on the trade. I would like to see more bearish momentum down to our previous structure to 85766. So we'll see what happens, but I just want to show you guys that Forex has been good too. I am an options trader. That's what I'm doing full time, but I'm still taking care of my Forex team and giving out those pips. Now, I don't give out signals because I don't believe in handicapping people. The goal is to teach, and I am an educational platform. So I show you what to look for the buy and what to look for in the sell. And it is your job to utilize the material that I'm teaching to then apply that so that you can basically grow your confidence and feel comfortable getting into trades independently. I'm not here to try to milk money out of people just so that, so that they can sit here and think they can buy signals from me. I like to put the accountability on the actual client or student so that they can trade on their own and not me. Okay, the next pair was AUD USD. And let's take a look at that. Excuse me. So AUD USD, I gave them both indications. Again, for the buy, I needed to see the market come back on top of this level, show rejection, create a higher low, and then push up to previous resistance. If not, I was wanting to see the market close underneath this level, excuse me, and take down to the weekly. So let's see what happened. Excuse me. This is it right here. This is where I had the check price action. So on my analysis, you saw I either had it coming on top and doing that or coming underneath the weekly. And again, that played out perfectly and we are up 194 pips. So it's a beautiful trade, played out to the T. Let's go with the next one. The next one was GA and nothing had happened so far. I haven't gone back and checked, but I was looking to see if it would come back to this resistance and then give us a push down. But I knew in order for us to hold on for a longer term trade, I need to see this area broken and retested. So I have not checked it. We're just going to fly with it and see what happens. Okay, so again, we're still at this resistance level. The market is kind of dancing around. Actually, let me draw a little box here. But the market is just kind of dancing around right here, and it's been struggling at the moment. Now there is an inverted head and shoulder. You can see we have a left shoulder here, right shoulder. Excuse me, head and right shoulder. All right, and typically for these to play out, you do need a break and a retest at the neckline, and the distance from head to neckline is essentially going to be where your take profit is. If that does happen, it would need to break my resistance here, and then if the pattern plays out, it would go to this previous structure right around here for the completion. Again, I'm not sold on this until I have confirmations. Otherwise, this is just a retest of the daily structure here, and it could be a flag pattern for another push down. So you just have to wait for those confirmations. Nothing going on with this one. The next one was NAS. And what I was looking for NAS was basically this 15,251 area would have had to been broken and retested for me to consider a buy. Otherwise, I was looking for a continuation in the trend. I just knew we were at a really strong level of support and there was a possibility that we could see some type of reversal or stronger pullback. It maintained the direction of the trend, and this is like one of my favorite pairs to trade. And as you can see, I said need to break for swing buy. I'm going to go to the 4-hour just so you can see the structure was absolutely beautiful. It did not come fully to my level, but once that double top was created, it was clear indication to go ahead and take this trade, and we're 852 pips in profit. Okay, so this trade at the moment has taken about basically 24 hours to play out, and you could have made $800 off this, $832 off this trade. So the trades have been doing just really well. It's been a great week. I've been encouraging my team to sign up with FTMO so they can get funded, and I try to guide them with these trade ideas to help them as well. Now, I do want to do a follow-up on Bitcoin. If you saw my video on YouTube, I was telling everybody that I was waiting to see what was going to happen. I gave, again, 2 trade ideas on what it could do. Obviously, the buy did not occur. We did get a retest, not to my level. However, we did get some resistance that was formed here, and the market just melted. It absolutely melted. So 29,163 was my area of, and I'm going to go to a higher time frame. That was the support I needed the candles to respect. So in regards to the sell trade, our sell did absolutely well. If you took this trade, please let me know, because you would have made about $907 in 4 days, and that was with the most conservative lot size. Okay, and if you wanted to compound your entries, you could have gotten in once you started seeing all this rejection and made an additional $420. So it's about $1,300 you could have made this week, let alone just with Bitcoin. All right, now we're at that key level. I'm going to wait to the end of the week to see what happens. As you can see, we've rejected this area multiple times. And this week's candle has been a little scary because it's trying to push down, you guys. So I would keep an eye out on how this week closes. We have 3 days and 7 hours left till the weekly candle closes. I do look at higher time frames. It's just what I like to do. And then that helps me kind of determine the longer term position as to what I need to be doing. If this candle breaks this, I'm sorry to tell you, we are going to come back down to about 20,000. And then if it breaks that, I'll be looking for it to hit the previous structure around 13,000. So I know a lot of people are pulling out of their positions with crypto with all that's been going on. So that can definitely cause that momentum, and the dollar continues to just increase in value, which is causing our stocks and causing our crypto to just melt at the moment. So if you are a long-term trader, I am a long-term trader. I have exited this my personal profits around this area here, and this was like my scary point for my little profits. So again, I'm just watching this, but if this breaks, and again, I'm not giving financial advice, but there's no point in me just holding through this loss. Like there's no point. I can sit there and just wait for it to come back, give us the rejection we're looking for, get in a better entry, and just compound my way back up once it does that. Again, it took Bitcoin, 2017 was when we had that last, let me go to a higher time frame. 2017 was when we had that nice big impulse. Where is it? There we go. The 20,000 impulse. Then 2021, we had a really nice impulse, and then we had it again. So, it took about 3 years for that move to occur. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to be going into a more bearish trend and then just have to hold and wait. And for those of you that are long-term holders, if you got in here at the bottom, you're not really being affected by this. And again, it's up to you on what you want to do. But you guys, it's happening with crypto. Same thing with Ethereum. Right now, we're dancing around the support. You can see previous times between April and June, the market came right back to the area that it's at now, and it rejected it and pushed back up. That's what I was hoping for, and it was anticipating. But again, if the market's not giving us that, we got to go with the flow. So if it does break that, I'll be looking for it to at least come back to 1375. And if it breaks that, then it's going to come back to 350 bucks. So again, we're in a really critical area with a lot of our pairs, and you guys just need to be mindful of that, and don't be blind. Don't listen to the internet. Get your education on. Take my free course. I highly recommend it, so that you can at least get an idea and you can spot those highs and lows and just understand what typical market structure is, because these pairs, especially crypto, essentially respect it to a T. So crypto can be very volatile. You want to be very careful when you're day trading it. I do recommend a higher account size for crypto, but if you're looking for more long-term trades, you should at least know what market structure is, and that will help you get an idea of when you need to possibly pull out and when you can just go ahead and hold. So again, if you guys like this video, if you like what we're doing with the team, these trade ideas were provided in my VIP course, and I do have a special on that at the moment. I'll enclose it in the comment section. It's for the entire month of May. As far as my options course, a couple people have been messaging me. It's not released yet. It will be released by June. But for now, please take advantage of that free education in the free course. I go over market structure. I go over basic entries, being able to identify those break and retests. So it's very important for you guys to understand that, especially if you want to get into investing. Don't just go into this blindly, or go into your Robinhood and look at just like, the little daily chart they put up and assume that automatically it's going up. Also, you get those notifications that say, hey, Bitcoin has been up 5%. And then next thing you know, it's down 5%. So, those really don't help. You need to know what you're looking at so that you can make the best decision for your investments. Again, you guys, I hope you like this video. Be sure to subscribe and like this video, and show me some love below. Let me know your thoughts on what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin, and then we'll just see what happens. Bye.